In the far north of Japan lies an island of wild beauty, Hokkaido. Here, winter is not just a season, it is a defining force. Each year, Siberian winds sweep across the Sea of Japan, gathering moisture and delivering it as pristine powder snow. This island receives some of the heaviest, most reliable snowfall on Earth. For Sapporo, Hokkaido's vibrant capital, that annual deluge is a real challenge. Nearly 2 million people contend with meters of snow. But the people have not just learned to live with winter. They have learned to celebrate it, transforming the city into a canvas for spectacular art. Every February, something remarkable happens. Odori Park, the city's central artery, undergoes a breathtaking metamorphosis. What was a green summer park becomes a frozen gallery of dreams. This is the Sapporo Snow Festival. Born from cold but generating warmth, it draws millions from around the world. Snow and ice stop being obstacles. They become raw materials for imagination, sculpted into monumental works. These pieces defy gravity and their fleeting nature, a testament to human creativity against nature. For a few fleeting weeks, Sapporo becomes a city of light, ice community. The festival sprawls across several distinct sites, each a unique window into the wonder. Towering architectural marvels dominate Odori Park. Delicate glass-like ice sculptures fill Susukino. Ancient myths are reimagined in snow. Pop culture icons appear in enormous frozen form. World-famous landmarks are reborn in snow and ice. The air buzzes with excitement. The scent of street food fills the lanes. The sound of chisels refines each masterpiece. More than a festival, a symbol of resilience and community. From humble beginnings, it became a global phenomenon, a winter beacon from Japan's north. A story of a city embracing its harshest season to create something extraordinary. The story of the Sapporo Snow Festival does not begin with grand designs or international acclaim. It starts with something much simpler. The year is 1950. Japan is still emerging from the shadows of the Second World War, a nation rebuilding its cities and its spirit. In Sapporo, winter is, as always, a long and dominant season. The city's inhabitants are accustomed to deep snow that blankets their world for months. For youth, this abundance of snow was not a burden, but a playground waiting to be explored. In the heart of the city lay Odori Park. During the war, it had been used for military purposes and as a place to dump snow cleared from the streets. Now it was slowly returning to public life. In that vast, snow-covered expanse, local high school students did something different. They gathered for fun and to break the monotony of winter. Using snow, city workers had piled up. They began to sculpt. They had no formal training, no grand equipment, only their hands, simple tools, and the boundless creativity of youth. They created just 6 statues that first year. Not the towering monuments of today, but charming, almost naive creations, a few meters high. One depicted a famous sculpture, another a character from folklore. The students worked with simple joy, unaware their pastime would capture the city's imagination. There was no official event, no marketing, no expectation of an audience. It was a spontaneous act of creativity, born from the cold, about to spark a tradition that would define Sapporo for generations. Word of the snow statues in Odori Park spread quickly through the city. In the days before television saturated daily life and long before the internet, news traveled by word of mouth, through local papers and community chatter. Residents, bundled up against the cold, began to wander down to the park to see for themselves what the students had created. The response was far greater than anyone could have ever anticipated. What began as a trickle of curious onlookers soon swelled into a crowd. Over the course of a single day, an estimated 50,000 people made their way to Odori Park. They came to admire the sculptures, to take photographs, and simply to be part of this surprising and joyful gathering. The success of that first impromptu exhibition was a revelation. It demonstrated a deep-seated desire within the community for connection and celebration. The snow, so often seen as a burden, had been transformed into a source of delight and civic pride. This unexpected turnout marked a pivotal moment. the city officials took notice. The local media reported on the phenomenon. It was clear that this was more than just a one-time curiosity. The foundations had been accidentally laid for an annual tradition, one that would grow in scale and ambition with each passing year. Today, the Sapporo Snow Festival has grown far beyond its humble origins, yet its heart remains where those first students gathered, Odori Park. For most of the year, it is a peaceful urban oasis, but in February, it transforms into a bustling, open-air museum. The journey through Odori Park is a journey of discovery. As you walk from one end to the other, the scale and ambition unfold before you. The Western blocks host the International Snow Sculpture Contest. Teams from around the globe turn compact blocks of snow into intricate works of art. Further along, you'll find a winter skating rink, open to the public, its surface reflecting snow-laden trees and towering sculptures. Scattered amongst smaller community-made statues are the true giants. Massive snow sculptures can reach heights of over 15 meters. They are often recreations of famous world landmarks, intricate castles from history or fantasy, or dynamic scenes featuring beloved characters from popular culture. Observing these sculptures up close is a humbling experience. The sheer scale is difficult to comprehend until you are standing at the base. You begin to notice the finer points of the craft, the texture of a dragon's scales, the delicate folds in a character's clothing. As daylight begins to fade, a sense of anticipation builds. This is the moment when the festival undergoes its most magical transformation. The entire park is illuminated by a carefully choreographed display of color and motion. The snow sculptures are reborn as radiant canvases. The centerpiece of the nighttime experience is projection mapping. Powerful projectors beam vibrant, animated stories onto their surfaces. Crowds gather in front of the sculptures, standing in silent awe as they watch these ephemeral narratives unfold. Just a short walk south of Odori Park, Susukino transforms into the International Ice Sculpture Contest. The focus shifts from opaque snow to delicate, transparent ice. Master carvers from Japan and around the world work their magic with astonishing speed and precision. Lit from below and behind, the sculptures glow with an internal fire, the transparent forms bending the light into 1,000 colors. One popular feature, the ice bar. Step into a bar made entirely of ice and enjoy a drink in a cup carved from ice. The Sudome site delivers pure, unadulterated fun. It's less about quiet observation and more about joyful participation. Another major draw is snow rafting, a safe but exciting way to taste winter speed and fun. It also offers chances to engage with the snow in creative and traditional ways, reminding visitors that snow is not just beautiful to look at, but a wonderful material to play with. When the cold begins to bite, the large indoor dome provides a warm, welcome respite. This blend of outdoor adventure and indoor comfort makes the Sudome site the perfect family-friendly destination. The creation of the Sapporo Snow Festival's masterpieces begins with a logistical puzzle. Where does all the snow come from? The snow that falls within the urban center is not suitable. To build sculptures that can soar, the artists require a special kind of snow. In the weeks leading up to the festival, a fleet of more than 1,000 dump trucks embarks on a critical mission to designated sites on the outskirts of Sapporo. Day after day, a steady convoy makes its way. In total, more than 30,000 tons of snow are transported for the creation of the festival's largest sculptures. Every great sculpture begins its life as an idea, a vision meticulously planned on paper. These plans are not just artistic sketches, they are complex engineering documents. With the blueprints finalized, the construction of the sculpture's skeleton can commence. Huge wooden scaffolds are erected. This is where the Japan Self-Defense Forces play their indispensable role. They operate the heavy machinery with military precision, packing the snow layer by layer. The wooden scaffolding is then carefully removed, revealing a colossal, featureless block of white, a blank canvas of immense proportions. The first tools the sculptors reach for are not delicate chisels, but powerful chainsaws. This is a subtractive art form. The goal is to remove everything that doesn't belong to the final sculpture. Instead of destroying a structure, the artists are revealing one. As the overall form of the sculpture begins to emerge, the sculptors switch to shovels and customize scrapers to refine the major shapes. The sculptors work long hours, often through the night, to take advantage of the coldest temperatures when the snow is at its firmest and most stable. After the roar of the chainsaws has faded, the final and most magical phase of creation begins. This is where the personality of the sculpture is born. They etch the subtle lines of a character's face. They meticulously shape the delicate petals of a flower, the individual feathers of a bird's wing. The artists use different tools to create a variety of finishes. This attention to texture adds a remarkable level of realism and depth to the sculpture. It ceases to be a block of compacted snow and becomes a story, a character, a piece of architecture, a fleeting masterpiece born from the quiet, focused touch of the sculptor's hand. In a dedicated section of Odori Park, the International Snow Sculpture Contest unfolds. Teams of sculptors from countries and regions across the globe are invited to participate. As you walk through this section, you can see a fascinating array of styles and subjects taking shape side by side. It is a living exhibition of global artistry. The contest is a fascinating spectacle for visitors. You can observe the entire creative process from start to finish. An awards ceremony celebrates the winners. But in truth, every team is a victor. They have shared their culture and forged friendships with artists from other nations. The Sapporo Snow Festival is a spectacle of art and community, but it is also a powerful economic force. Every year, more than 2 million visitors descend on Sapporo. That influx creates a ripple effect across the tourism industry. Hotels, restaurants, transportation, and retail shops. For many local businesses, the festival is the most profitable time of year. Many tourists use the festival as a gateway to explore Hokkaido. The festival is global advertising for Hokkaido. The cold winter air sharpens the appetite, and the festival delivers with an incredible array of food. A true taste of Hokkaido. One of the most sought-after dishes is a steaming bowl of Sapporo ramen, rich, complex, and deeply warming. It embodies the soul of the region's comfort food. The festival is a chance to sample treasures from the cold northern seas. Grilled giant scallops, grilled king crab legs, fresh, hot seafood in a snow-covered park. Uniquely Hokkaido. The Sapporo Snow Festival stands as a testament to the power of a positive, shared experience. A temporary city of snow and ice, but it helps to build permanent bridges of friendship and understanding. Let us follow a visitor as they arrive. Stepping out into the city, the first thing one notices is the sheer volume of snow, yet the city functions perfectly. The first sight of the giant snow sculptures is a moment of pure, unadulterated awe. No photograph or video can truly prepare you for the scale. The path is a river of people, all moving with a shared sense of purpose and wonder. They observe the smaller, charming sculptures made by local community groups, each one filled with personality and a sense of civic pride. The first spoonful is a revelation, a rich, complex, and deeply warming broth that seems to chase the cold from their bones. Then, as if by magic, the world transforms. The crowd lets out a collective gasp of wonder. The visitor stands mesmerized, completely absorbed in the spectacle. They are no longer just looking at a sculpture. They are witnessing a performance. Here, they walk through a canyon of glittering ice, a stark contrast to the monumental weight of the snow in Odori Park. No visit is complete without indulging the inner child. This is a place to stop being a spectator and start being a player. The push-off, the rush of cold air, the exhilarating speed. It is a moment of pure, unadulterated fun. They watch as a father helps his young daughter roll a giant snowball, their shared effort a small but perfect picture of connection. As the visitor warms up, they realize the festival's deepest magic lies in its ability to generate this incredible warmth and happiness in the very heart of the cold. As the festival draws to a close, a unique and poignant atmosphere descends, a beautiful, melancholic moment. The morning after, deconstruction begins. In a matter of hours, towering castles and mythical beasts come down. The festival's beauty is tied to its impermanence. Knowing they will exist for only a brief time makes them all the more precious. The physical form is ephemeral, but the impression is eternal. In millions of photographs, in stories told, and in the collective consciousness of the city. What began over 70 years ago has grown into a global phenomenon. It is the story of how a city transformed its greatest climatic challenge into its most celebrated asset. More than anything, the Sapporo Snow Festival is a powerful symbol of community and resilience, a collaboration on a massive scale. In the coldest, darkest part of the year, Sapporo creates an event that generates unparalleled warmth, light, and connection. The Sapporo Snow Festival is more than just an event. It is an idea that even in a world of snow and ice, the human spirit can build a city of dreams, a testament not to our power over nature, but to our ability to create moments of extraordinary wonder in harmony with it.